Hi friends, today we will talk about channel packing. Channel packing is a technique where you combine 3 or 4 different textures into one RGBA texture, you thereby saving texture memory in video game production. You may ask, how much memory can I save by channel packing? This is an area which has to be tested to be to be sure. But one thing is very obvious: if you reduce the number of textures used in a game, that will affect game performance in a positive way. It's always better to use one texture instead of 4 different textures. So you may ask, which textures can I channel pack? You can combine textures that use grayscale. So that is textures that use only intensity values of light, like black, white, or shades of gray. In video game production, we channel pack roughness texture, ambient occlusion, metallicity, and you can actually you might have made some custom grayscale mask or whichever texture you want to use in the game. You can also combine that into the channel packed texture. So there's a limitation for channel packing. That is, you can only use the RGB and alpha channels of a texture. So that means you can combine up to 4 grayscale textures into one texture. But even that is a pretty good deal. So in this tutorial, I will demonstrate how to channel pack using Photoshop, Substance Painter, Substance Designer, and there's this very simple software that is called easy channel packing. I will explain how to do it. It is a very easy drag and drop technique. So I'll also post a link in the video description. So enjoy the video. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and let's jump right into it. So first of all, once you're about to export the textures, so right now I have all the channels ready to export. So I got base color, I got roughness, then metallic, then there's normal. So everything is there. So ambient occlusion. So all the channels are ready to be exported. Now go to File, Export Textures. So in this window, I'm going to create a template which already has all the channels I need to export. So this template will have your custom template will have the channel packed with textures to be exported from it. So go to Output Templates. Now I'm going to create a new template. I'm not going to use any presets. So click on this plus button, new export preset, rename it. So I'm just renaming it as SV Labs ORM. So ORM is like occlusion, roughness, and metallicity. So that is the kind of channel packing I'll be doing. So here in this section of the template window or export textures window, you have to create output maps. So right now I don't have anything. So I'm going to create a new output map. So we need maybe an RGB for color, RGB for normal, and another RGB for the ORM texture. So first click on RGB, and I'm going to rename it based on, click on this $sign. It'll give you a template which shows what kind of name you want to give. Like, is it based on project, or is it based on mesh, or texture set, or UDIM? So I'm going to select a texture set. This is the texture set I have. So the name will be lamp01_low, and this one is I'm just going to name it as underscore A is for albedo. So I'm going to get the base color from here. So under input maps, I'm going to select base color and drag and drop it on this RGB button. So you're going to get this color information from all three RGB channels. So select this RGB here. Now I'm going to select another one. It is same technique. I'm going to use texture set underscore n. N is for normal. So here I need to get a baked normal map. So baked normal you can get from here under converted maps. So I'm going to use DirectX, normal DirectX, drag and drop it into here and choose RGB channels. So now I have albedo and a normal. So for channel packing, I need the R, G, and B channels. So usually what people do is you actually create 3 different grayscale textures for roughness, ambient occlusion, and metallicity. So those are like 3 textures. But I'm going to create just one texture with RGB channels. Now we need to bring in 3 different channels like R, G, and B, so we can connect all the grayscale images from here, like ambient occlusion, roughness, and metallicity. So for that, I'm going to choose this one, R, G plus B, and I'm going to give it same treatment like texture set underscore ORM. So O stands for occlusion, R stands for roughness, and M stands for metallicity. And I'm going to drag in individually each channel into these boxes, like red, green, and blue. So first is O, that is our occlusion. Drag into R, gray channel. Then green is roughness. I'm going to drag roughness from here to here, gray channel. And last one is metallicity. So I'm just going to get metallic, drag and drop it here, and I'm getting that from gray channel. So now we got three separate textures into this one ORM texture. Now there is no option to save this template, so it's already saved. Now go to settings. From this drop down output template, choose where is it? SV Labs ORM. So that actually by default saves everything into that specific folder. Now we are going to select a folder. I just save it here under Documents, Substance Painter Export, and I just choose a folder called lamp underscore test. So this is I just save this path, lamp test. Select folder, and just I'm not going to give any padding here, so there is no padding. You can specify how much dilation you want, but I'm not going to do it here for now. And just hit export. So it is saving all the textures into these 3 textures: albedo, normal, and ORM. You can close this window now. Now going into Unreal, I'm going to import these textures into this folder. So right now I don't have the lamp. Well, lamp is already there. So what I'll do is I'll make a new folder inside textures. I call it lamp test. Lamp test. So into that folder, I'll import it. So this folder is right here, lamp test. Lamp test. I have this 3 textures: lamp, low underscore, albedo, then normal, and ORM. Import all of them. Now if you open this ORM texture here, I'm only showing this just for demonstration purpose. It is now it's now an RGB channel. So I have information for red, green, and blue, all combined. That is why it looks like a weird color. So just turn off this green and blue. Now this is ambient occlusion. Then when I go to green, this is the roughness, and go to blue, this is the metallicity. So that is how you create all the channels combined into one texture. The method called channel packing from Substance Painter. Now we can use this texture directly in Unreal. Okay, now we will learn about channel packing in Substance Designer. So as you can see, this is a graph I made, Substance Designer. I have some textures which I imported from Substance Painter. It has albedo, then it has ambient occlusion, metallic, normal, and roughness. So all channels in separate textures. So in Substance Painter, as you can see, this is the one we discussed for the tutorial on channel packing from Substance Painter. So in this case, what I did was I just used a preset I created. It is basically this one, metallic roughness. It just exports all the different channels into separate textures. Like we are not comparing anything in Painter for this test. So in a Designer, after exporting from Painter, what I did was I just import all these textures and just connected them to a base material, just for easy size reduction. So by size reduction, I mean like here it is 2048 by 2048, that is 2K to textures. Like if I want to reduce that by, by half, I can just change the size right here. So like it will change the size for all the textures at one go. So it's very easy to do that in this case. So what I'll do is, so for the output, I have a base color and a normal. But I haven't connected all the other textures. What we usually do is we make 3 more textures for roughness, metallic, and ambient occlusion. I'm not going to use height here, so only three textures: roughness, metallic, and ambient occlusion. Now we can actually combine these three into one node inside the designer. That is called a channel packing. So what we will do is bring up the menu here and just type RGBA merge. So now we are going to merge 3 different channels into red, green, and blue. We can use alpha, but I'm not going to use it in this example. So for the sake of channel packing, I'll be using red for ambient occlusion, that is O, green for roughness, that's R, and B for metallicity, that is M. So first connect ambient occlusion to red, then roughness to green, and metallic to blue. So this is actually the channel packed texture which you can see here in the texture preview window. So what I can do is I can actually show you all the different channels that makes up this image. So go into this small icon here, where you can specify which channel to display and choose red. So that is ambient occlusion, that is connecting to here, red. Then I'm going to choose green. This is roughness, that's coming from here to green. And for blue, I'm having metallicity. So in blue metallic, going to blue of the RGBA merge. Now what I'm going to do is I will use this output and create one output right here. So you can get an output node from the toolbar. It is the one with this icon. So get an output node here, and under name you can just call it ORM. You can even add a description. channel packed texture output. That should be it. Then the label also can just type in ORM, the same one. You don't have to change anything. And the group is like it'll be grouped in the export output window. So here I used a name called SV Labs. I can just copy paste that name here. So it'll be grouped under the SV Labs and connect this to the output. So we have actually got the ORM texture. That is a channel packed texture you can get from designer. Now we only have three textures instead of 5 for output. Now so how do you export it? Go into this export outputs options, and under groups like SV Labs, you got all the textures. Now I'm going to give it a path here. I'll be selecting projects. So this is the one. Content texture. Sorry, content textures. It's called lamp test, and I'll use that folder for everything. Folder. I'll just export it, and I'll go to Unreal, and I'll import these textures into this lamp test folder. So here I'll make a new folder. It's called designer export, and just import that textures we just exported from designer. So export. Sorry, not this one. I'm going to the projects folder. Fresh test. That's a weird name I gave for the test. So these are the three textures which we just exported from designer. So it's lamp A, that is albedo, normal, and ORM. Import them directly. Now if you open this ORM texture, you can find that it is properly channel packed. Now just turn off the alpha, turn off B, turn off G, and you got the red channel. So red channel is ambient occlusion. Turn it off. Going to green is roughness, and blue you have metallicity. So alpha I haven't used for this, but you can use this channel for any of your custom masks or height map or whatever. So that is how you channel pack in Substance Designer. Now we will see how to do this in Photoshop. Right now I have all the textures I baked out from Substance Painter. So I have the base color, I have normal, roughness, ambient occlusion, and I have metallic. So all of these textures I need to combine into one texture. So what I'll do is, so in Photoshop I can use the base color as the starting texture. So let me check what the image size is, like 2K by 2K. So this is perfect. So this one I'm going to name it as base color. Then I'll just copy paste, Control A, Control C, and just Control V on this and name it as normal. And drag this below base color. Then roughness, same thing. Control A, Control C. Now I make a small change in this. So in this I'm going to make a new layer and call this layer ORM. So this is where I'll be combining all the textures into one. So here I'll just fill this layer with just a color, maybe white or black, whichever you want. So that is Alt backspace, fill with white. Now go into channels panel, and we just copied roughness. So roughness has to be in the a green channel. So red goes to ambient occlusion, green goes to roughness, and blue is for metallicity. So in green, select the a green channel and just Control V, paste it there. So we got roughness inside the texture. Now we can close this. Now go to ambient occlusion. Now same thing, Control A, select the whole thing, whole document, Control C, and go into red channel. That is where we'll be having ambient occlusion, and just Control V. So we have red and green done. Now we'll go to blue channel and bring in the metallicity. So go to metallic, Control A, select everything, Control C, come into this one, blue, and Control V. So we have all the channels separate here. So this is ambient occlusion, this is roughness, and this is metallicity. So when I select on RGB, you're getting the same image which you saw before inside Painter and Designer. It's the same technique, but done in a different way. So we got layers. I got ORM here. Now you can use a script or whichever way batch exporting or whatever you want to do to export these into Unreal. So I'll do the old school manual method. So I'll be saving this as a you can save as PNG or Targa, whichever. I'll save it as Targa. So let me get the path. So fresh test, content, textures, lamp test. So I'll save it under Photoshop. So this is base color. That is fine. Save it. 24 bits is fine because I don't have any alpha. Then give OK. Then for normal, save it the same way. Targa. I think I'll have to change it. So in Photoshop, so this is normal. 24 bits. Then for ORM, same thing. Just name it as ORM. 24 bits. Now in Unreal, import it the same way you did for the others. So on the Photoshop, right click here and just bring all of them into Unreal. And when you open this ORM texture, you'll get the same way you saw before. It's the same technique. So I just keep R open. It's like this is red is ambient occlusion, green is roughness, and blue is metallicity. So that is pretty much it for channel packing in Photoshop. Enjoy. Another way to channel pack is by using a software which is called Easy Channel Packing. You can get it from gumroad.com. I will share this website information in the video details. So this is very easy. So open the software. So it look like this. So it's called Easy Channel Packing version 1.01. That's the version right now. Now they have two tabs here, pack and unpack. So this can actually unpack an already packed texture into 3 channels or 4 channels. Pack is like you can pack different textures into one. That's what we are going to do right now. I'll keep it at zoom here because that is actually zoom all the textures into one. Now into the space. Sorry. Now I'm going to drag and drop the textures I need to pack. So these are the textures we baked from Substance Painter. So we got an AO texture here, then metallic, then roughness. We are going to combine all 3 into one. So first drag the ambient occlusion into red. Then we drag roughness into green. Then we drag metallicity into blue. So once you drag all of those textures, it will start processing here. So that is occlusion. Then it's processing this roughness plus metallicity. And once it is done, it will show preview here. So that is the ORM texture we have been creating with all the other softwares. It's the same thing, but using a different software. You can also use some other maybe height map or any custom texture you made to use in the alpha channel. Yep, that's pretty much it. Thank you.